A lot of people vented their fury and frustration on Twitter and Facebook. They railed against Section 66A of the IT Act. But one young girl decided to file a PIL in the Supreme Court. Shreya Singhal is now joining us in center stage. Shreya, first and foremost, I'm sure I join millions other people watching this broadcast and saying thank you very much. You've done what many people were thinking about, but no one for some reason did. What made you go out and file this PIL in the Supreme Court asking for Section 66A to be scrapped?
Firstly, thank you so much for having me on your show. The main reason really why I filed this PIL was that I am a user of Facebook and I was seeing all of these arrests that were being made under Section 66A. Really, I don't think that those arrests could have been justified because the posts made by the girl on Facebook recently, and another girl who only liked it, was very innocuous. I mean, it wasn't hurtful, it didn't cause violence. So I just felt that this particular section was being misused to jail people.
You've been speaking to several lawyers trying to understand how strong a case you have against Section 66A because the government stands by that law. The government says guidelines are being issued to ensure that arrests don't happen arbitrarily. Do you think that the government issuing guidelines is enough? Or are you expecting the Supreme Court to fully strike down Section 66A?
See, if when the government issues guidelines, they aren't going to be binding with the states. They're merely going to be advisory guidelines. The states can choose to go forward and continue with the guidelines or not, which is why we've gone straight to the Supreme Court, which can issue clear guidelines, if not, help us regain our freedom of speech on the internet, I feel.
Do you think that freedom of speech on the internet is imperiled? Because many would argue that freedom of speech is being misused online with the sort of hate posts that are being put out on Facebook, Twitter, elsewhere. There is a strong case for there being some restrictions on the manner in which people put out information online. You can't say whatever you want. There have to be some guidelines. The issue is about how they're implemented.
See, my issue is that if you were to say something like that on the radio, on television, write it in a newspaper, you're not going to get arrested. Sure, if you write something defamatory, or you publish some information that's defamatory, that causes violence, that's hurtful, yeah, you get arrested. You'd be slapped with a defamation case. Currently, I feel there need to be guidelines to protect people online. Cyberbullying is unfortunately, a very big phenomenon nowadays. But the thing is that this particular act is not allowing you to even voice your opinion. If you were to say something like, why was Mumbai shut down? I don't think it was out of respect, it was out of fear. If I said that on television, or lots of people have been debating what that one girl said. So no one else has been in jail for that, for repeating what she said, or for agreeing with her view. So why, if she says it on a public internet forum, where, I mean, a newspaper is a public forum, it's a written public forum, television is a viewed public forum, why should an internet public forum be any different?
How rattled are your friends and you by what you've seen? It's happened in several cases recently. Mamata Banerjee did it against somebody who made a cartoon. It happened with a cartoonist in Mumbai. Now this most recent case in Palghar. How much has it impacted the psyche of the 20-something internet using generation, several of whom seem completely freaked out by what the government is doing?
I think that a lot of my friends, they posted a lot about how people are being arrested under the act, under Section 66A. And I think that really has rattled a lot of people, not just 20-year-olds, but all over India, from all age groups, because it's, I mean, so many people blog, so many people are on Twitter, are on Facebook. It's just, I think everyone has just really gotten scared as to what they can post and what they can't post. And I think that you can't be scared to voice your opinion. You can't be scared to voice your criticism, because at the end of the day, freedom of speech and expression is the right to ensure that you can voice your appreciation, your viewpoint, as well as your criticisms.
You come from a very renowned legal family. You're studying to be a lawyer yourself, Shreya. Are you hoping that this case serves as, serves as a basis for your dive into the legal profession?
I merely filed this case as a concerned citizen, not for any other reason. And my family is supporting me, my friends are supporting me, and I'm very grateful for all of their help and support and love. But this was really something that I felt really strongly about, and which is why I went ahead and filed the petition.
Well, all I can say is I wish you all the very best. It's about time that somebody take the bull by its horn. The government clearly backing Section 66A. They believe that it is valid in law. Several eminent lawyers I've been speaking to believe that it will be struck down by the Supreme Court very quickly. We wish you all the best, because this is not just your battle alone, Shreya. This is the battle of everyone in the country who uses the internet and is now deeply concerned about what might happen if he says something which some politician or some cop doesn't like. Thank you very much, Shreya Singhal, for joining us on Center Stage this evening. Wish you all the best.